Today I'm here to talk to you guys about how important marine conservation is and how the coral reefs are practically dying out due to the global warming and basically us, the humans. Um, it's very important to save the underwater environment because that's where we get our water. It's where the fishermen make a living. It's where we get anything marine life like food related. It comes from there. So it's pretty important in our society and our daily living. Um, it's very important for people to just pitch in little by little because one day, if we keep going on the path that we're going, um, we're not going to have a clean ocean, so we're not going to have clean water. We're not going to have clean fish to eat. Fishermen are going to be out of jobs. There's going to be no more charter boats or none of that. The oceans, lakes, bays, and every other body of water has never been this dirty um, as it has in the past decades. The pollution that we have done has caused some of the reefs to die. About 90% of the reefs have died. Um, as everyone knows, back in 2017, one of the largest reefs, the Great Barrier Reef, was pronounced dead. Um, you know, it was due to the global warming. Global warming is heating up the ocean, which is causing there's going to be too many nutrients. Some of the fish are leaving because it's getting too warm, and the bleaching. There's consistent bleaching of the reefs, and that is it's causing the reef to die. They saw some hope back in 2019, but most of that hope has kind of just vanished because of everything. Like the global warming is just getting bad, worse and worse by the day, and the bleaching is it's consistent. So it's no good. Richard Harrison, a writer for NPR, wrote in an article saying, "Can coral reefs survive in a warmer world?" I've gone through the article multiple times. I've even listened to his mini podcast about his article, and I agree with him. I really don't think that the coral reefs will be able to survive because, a couple of decades ago, we didn't really have to worry about global warming as much as we do today because, we didn't have as many people, not as many people were interested in fishing, etc., etc. The overheating of the ocean is causing most of the fish to migrate away, like the fish that the reef needs to survive and get nutrients from, and eat all the bad stuff away, cause bacteria, etc., etc. It's causing new fish, new species, and fish that just kill the reef, like eat it. I know that there is a fish. What it does is it'll come in, and it'll basically latch on to about a yard or so of the coral reef, and it'll basically just suck all of the nutrients out of it, all of the bacteria, and after a couple days, it lays eggs there, and it kills a whole yard of the reef. Another man that I have looked into is Harrison Ford. He's a part of the Conservation International environment. He's had a vice chair there for about 25 years, and he is very huge for being an outspoken climate activist. He was a guest speaker on Global Climate Action Summit, and his opening line was, "We are all here today because we care. Not just right now, but we care for the future, for our kids, for our kids' kids, for our grandkids." Climate change is it's bad. And claiming if we don't change the path we're on today, all of humanity will soon be lost and due to the destruction of nature. So not only are we killing the underwater environment, but we're also killing, trees to build new apartments, to build new houses. I know down the street from me, they basically chopped down the whole forest because they're putting in new apartment buildings. So it's bad for all of us. Another person is Addison Fisher. She is one of the main bosses at this company called Ocean 5, and she basically, her and her team, they dive into the water and they get they get to basically take the pollution out of the water. So they'll go into, you know, anywhere near them, and they'll bring like bags, and they'll dive in. They'll get all the trash, as much trash as they can load onto their boat, and then they go back to their company. And what they do is they basically compound it together and compost it into like small little beads, and filled with those beads are, you know, a little bit of water from the ocean, but it's mainly trash. So they're not just throwing trash somewhere else. They're actually using it to sell to people, to you know, get their name out there and have everyone know that they're a big company and they're trying to help us. Um, the waterways and the oceans play an important role in our ecosystem, but are not being cared for as they should be. If action is not taken, there will be a detrimental impact on the world. However, there are steps that can be taken to prevent further destruction. Um, you know, it's just bad, but if we all pitch in little by day, I know that everyone can't just, you know, go out and donate set amount of money, but you know, we can go to our local waterways or ponds, anything that kind of feeds into the bay, and we can just, you know, clean up there. If we're out, we can clean up there. I'm not saying, you know, like go out today and go just look for trash, but if, you know, you're by the bay, or, you know, by a pond, and you see a piece of trash, you know, pick it up, throw it away where it belongs, you know, instead of just leaving it there. So where, you know, turtles can get it, fish can get it, birds can get it, and can get in their system, it can kill them. You know, if it's a fish and the fish ate it and we ate the fish, you know, it could kill us. So it's just a huge chain of events that I think we really need to focus on as a whole, as a world, not only as a country. Thank you.